Nicole, I was checking your records prior to you coming in, and I didn't notice us ever performing a power steering service on your car. Do you remember ever having that done?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Well, the reason why I'm asking is if you notice your power steering fluid isn't nice and pink the way we would like it to be, and if you smell that, and it has a burnt smell to it.
You're right. What is that?
Well, when a petroleum-based product starts to break down and oxidize due to heat and friction, the byproduct is a form of sulfuric acid. And acid inside the rack and pinion can cause the seals to become brittle or deteriorate, which can cause an internal leaking, and in turn can cause your steering to feel stiff or hard or binding.
Well, I'm not feeling any of that. It feels fine.
That's good. That's fantastic. That's why we call those preventive maintenance. So hopefully we can keep those things from happening down the road.
Well, I don't remember having to do this on any of my other vehicles.
We never had the proper tools nor the chemistry to be able to properly service that component before like we do today. I guess I can explain a little bit better if I compare it to something you're familiar with, like the transmission. The big transmission puts out on the average about 30 to 40 pounds of line pressure. So it's kind of like our heartbeat, thump, 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 thump. But the little power steering pump can put out up to 2,000 pounds of pressure. And we can relate that to like a dog's heartbeat where it's like thump, 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 thump. So, I mean, it's just going. And we kind of know that a dog's life is 7 years to our 1 year, so that fluid's breaking down very fast.
Well, it makes sense when you compare a dog's heartbeat to ours. So how do they clean it?
Well, first the technician is going to install a cleaner. And then he'll take the steering wheel, turn it from stop to stop about 10 times. What this does is it increases pump pressure and it gets that cleaner into the rack and pinion and it starts washing it. What that'll do is it'll loosen up the gums and varnish and get it suspended in the fluid. Then with a piece of equipment, we'll extract the old fluid out and replace it with a semi-synthetic power steering fluid. And then we'll add a conditioner.
Well, that sounds great. How often should this be done?
The general rule of thumb on the service intervals on this component is usually every 30,000 miles, or when we start noticing when the fluid starts becoming black like that. It's kind of like the car talking to us. It'll let us know when it's due for it. The other good thing about it is that it qualifies for the free BG lifetime protection plan, which means all we have to do is make sure we get those fluids changed before every 30,000 miles. And as long as we do that, we'll cover the components for the life of the car. It also will keep the resale value of the car up. And not only that, but it's easy transferable. It's a great plan.
Well, can I get this done today with my other services?
Absolutely. Come on up here. We'll get a work order
Sounds
for
great.
you.